I'm Sarah Wray, and I'm the director of Guardians of the Grasslands, a film that was produced by Storybrokers Media House.
My name's Ben, and I was the cinematographer for the film Guardians of the Grasslands, a 12-minute short documentary about the important role that cattle play on the grasslands ecosystem. Right here in Canada, 74% of our grasslands have already disappeared permanently.
I actually grew up on a cattle farm outside of Bash, Alberta, and had no idea that our Canadian grasslands were the most endangered ecosystem in the world. And after I heard that, I thought, wow, you know, as somebody who grew up on the land and who's involved with it every day and I get dirt on my hands, how is this something I really had no idea about? And if I don't have an idea about it, how many people across Canada don't either?
Sarah and I felt that this was a really important story to share with Canadians, and we're really excited to share with you some shots that didn't actually make it into the film from the Thewaldron Ranch in southern Alberta, a beautiful 65,000-acre ranch where we spent a couple days shooting this film.
It's called Fringed Sage.
It was a really fun experience. We were getting to pick the brains of conservationists and ranchers and people who've spent their lives dedicated to ranching and dedicated to conservation. To give a sense of just the size of the Thewaldron Ranch, it's so big that we would be on location filming an interview and we would see these rain clouds rolling in and we would realize we were about to get soaked, so we would pack all the gear into the car and we would drive for 10 minutes down the road to a place where it wasn't raining and set up to do some filming there, and we were still in the Thewaldron Ranch. It was just that big.
It was just breathtaking, and it's so hard to even capture in film because it's just that incredible. We decided, you know what, this is a great opportunity to tell the story of the endangerment of these grasslands and how we as a society really need to collectively work together to ensure they remain intact and are going to continue to play the vital role we need them to play.
I've always been an environmentalist, a little bit of a hippie, and a little bit of a foodie. I love trying out different cuts of beef and experimenting with the grill in the backyard and trying different cuts and recipes for the family. And I think what really excites me about sharing stories relating to Canadian beef is that here in Canada, the way beef is produced is actually very unique compared to anywhere else in the world. The Canadian grasslands is an ecosystem that needs to be grazed in order to be healthy. And having cattle on the grasslands actually provides all kinds of ecological goods and services that all Canadians benefit from.
Where it's a diverse habitat, really helps to keep your bees populations healthy.
What I really have always loved about the agriculture industry is there's so many incredible stories and incredible humans that you get to meet, and really it's just a great big wonderful community across Canada. In the last 12 years, we've really been on a mission to share those stories from an objective standpoint that helps to show the good and sometimes the hard parts of agriculture. So in our mind, the real story of food production. We have such an incredible job and we're so thankful for it. We get to see some of the most beautiful places in Canada. And really, what our time with Canada Beef, as we go into sharing stories with you, is helping to showcase not only what the grasslands do in their vital roles, but really what farmers and ranchers across Canada really have been doing for many, many decades now, which is working in things like soil health, making sure that our waterways are healthy and safe, making sure that the animals are well taken care of, and really producing healthy food systems for Canadians. And I think that that's really an important thing for us, is for you guys to have an insider's view and a behind-the-scenes view of what we get to see every day.
Cow sanctuary, and that's what they've done.
Thanks for checking out this little behind-the-scenes glimpse of some of the footage that we collected while shooting Guardians of the Grasslands, and we really hope that you enjoy following along as we share more stories throughout the year.
This is the blooper. I can hear waterfalls, yeah.
Well, move your foot, listen.
Yeah.